4 games wrapped up last night and every single one delivered chaos. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander poured in 46 points and forced overtime with a buzzer beater as Oklahoma City outlasted Utah 129 to 125. Orlando escaped Brooklyn 104-103 in overtime, and it took a shot that only 4 other Magic players have ever hit to seal it. Paolo Banchero banked in a 3-pointer as time expired, which goes down as just the 5th buzzer-beating 3 in franchise history. His final line read 30 points and 14 rebounds, though 9 turnovers nearly cost his team everything. Michael Porter Jr. kept Brooklyn alive by himself for stretches, drilling 8 threes to tie his career high and finishing with 34 points in a losing effort. And here's the thing about this game, the Nets trailed by 18 points heading into the 4th quarter, then flipped the script completely. Brooklyn outscored Orlando 29-14 in that final period just to force the extra session. Rookie Igor Demin scored 10 of his 18 points during overtime alone, and what he pulled off puts him in rare company. Hitting clutch threes in the final 30 seconds to tie the game and take the lead makes him only the 2nd rookie ever to accomplish that feat, right behind Kevin Durant back in 2008. Orlando gutted this one out without Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, and Moritz Wagner, all sidelined with injuries. Banchero put it simply after the win, saying he rose up, got a clean look, and felt good about it coming out of his hands. The Magic climbed to 21-17 with the victory. This is the story of how Shai Gilgeous-Alexander saved the defending NBA champions with a buzzer beater that nobody saw coming. January 7th, 2026, Paycom Center and the Oklahoma City Thunder hosted the Utah Jazz in what everyone assumed would be a routine win. Oklahoma City came in at 30-7, sitting at the top of the Western Conference, while Utah's 12-24 record placed them 19 games back in the standings. A blowout seemed inevitable, but that's not what happened. The Thunder found themselves in unfamiliar territory heading into this matchup, having dropped a 124-97 loss to Charlotte just 2 days earlier, their worst defeat of the entire season. Their 6-6 stretch over the previous 12 games had people wondering if the championship hangover everyone predicted was finally catching up to them. SGA himself landed on the injury report as questionable with right knee bursitis, and that detail alone raised eyebrows around the league. He suited up anyway. Utah arrived on a 3-game skid, wrapping up a winless 4-game road trip, but here's the thing about rebuilding teams with nothing to lose. They can get dangerous when the pressure lifts. Lauri Markkanen was putting up a career-high 27.7 points per game, and Keontae George, only 22 years old, was averaging better than 24 points and nearly 7 assists a night. The Jazz refused to fold for most of the night, their 7th-ranked offense trading buckets with Oklahoma City's elite attack as the lead changed hands over and over. Utah stayed within striking distance, and with seconds ticking away in regulation, they actually grabbed the lead. Markkanen finished a reverse putback with 3 seconds remaining, pushing Utah ahead 114-112, and the upset everyone had dismissed suddenly felt real. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander answered the way franchise players answer, taking the inbound pass, finding space near the free throw line, and burying the game-tying shot as time expired. Overtime. Those extra 5 minutes belonged entirely to SGA, who poured in 9 of his points during the period, and when the final buzzer sounded, this is what happened when the most anticipated matchup of the night never actually occurred. January 7th, 2026, Frost Bank Center in San Antonio, and every basketball fan tuning in wanted to see Victor Wembanyama face LeBron James, the 21-year-old alien against the 41-year-old king. LeBron sat out with left foot arthritis and sciatica, which meant the storyline shifted entirely. Without LeBron, Austin Reeves, and Rui Hachimura all sidelined, the Lakers turned to Luka Doncic and asked him to carry everything. Luka went out and dropped 38 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists for his 86th career triple-double. None of that mattered because Keldon Johnson caught fire off the San Antonio bench. Johnson poured in 27 points while shooting an absurd 84.6% from the field, going 11 for 13, and that performance flipped the entire game. Wembanyama contributed 16 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks for his 15th double-double of the season. San Antonio cruised to a 107-91 win that felt even more lopsided than the final score suggested. That victory pushed San Antonio to 26-11, good for second place in the Western Conference. All of this unfolding in the first full season after Greg Popovich retired following his stroke back in November 2024. And here stands Mitch Johnson, just 38 years old, exceeding every expectation placed on him. Los Angeles dropped to 23-12 with the loss. Luka can only carry so much by himself. The generational showdown. This is the story of a game that came down to 100th of a second. January 7th, 2026, Moda Center in Portland, and the Trailblazers edged the Houston Rockets 103-102 in a finish nobody will forget. Tari Eason's tip-in at the buzzer looked like a game winner for Houston, and that's when the officials went to the monitor. Video review showed his fingertips were still touching the ball when the red light activated, which meant the basket counted for nothing. Portland walked away with the win. Denny Avdija put the Blazers on his back with a season-high 41 points, his second career 40-point game, and without that performance, Portland loses this one by double digits. Kevin Durant fired back with 37 points and 10 rebounds, but here's the thing, it still fell short. Everything came down to the final minute. Durant converted both free throws to cut the deficit to 103-102 with 5.9 seconds remaining, then missed a 19-footer with just 2.1 seconds on the clock. Eason grabbed the rebound, put it back up, and the Rockets bench erupted like they'd stolen a road victory.